Do you want to start a business, get out of the office, achieve happiness and success while crushing life? This is Boss to Boss, the place to be for that extra motivation to get up and follow your dreams while learning from the ones who have already done it. And now for your host, Miro Wieslow.
Welcome to Boss to Boss. Today's guest, after spending over half a decade of his life in prison, Zachary became a responsible father and entrepreneur. He's the host of the Underdog Empowerment podcast, and his mission is to level the playing field for underdog entrepreneurs. Zachary Babcock, it's a pleasure to have you on. How you doing today?
Miro, my man, dude. Thank you for having me on. I'm excited, man. Boss to boss, dude. I love it.
You actually said it right this time. No more tongue twister.
I know, that's right. It's a good thing we got that practice round in.
Yes. Oh man, I'm excited to have you on. Your story is definitely different. I mean, talk about really being bossed and now being your own boss. Take us through really quick. You know what it was like for you getting out of prison and trying to find a job, and now eventually, how you got to the point that you're at now.
Yeah, man. Right on, dude. Definitely. So, just like everybody's story, you could go on and on and on for days. So I'll kind of skim through it and keep it a shorter answer. And if there's anything else you want to unpack, just feel free to ask. But, I landed in prison because my whole life I wanted to be accepted by other people and fit in. My father died when I was 7, so I just wanted to fit in with other people, and I looked up to the wrong role models. Well, I also didn't have any chief aim in life that led to drug addiction and so on and so on for years. And so I landed myself in prison for stealing a bunch of cars, robbing a bunch of houses when people weren't there in their garages, whatnot. And I went to prison, did 4 years flat, came out I went in at 19, came out at 23. Nobody wants to go back to prison. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't doing the drugs anymore, but I came home at 23. So the whole bar scene was like, it was all new to me and shit. And I got a job actually working at a bar and grill as a cook. Couldn't get a job anywhere else. I was working under the table, and then I got lucky, I guess you would say, and got a job at a clothing store working on the sales team, and I got promoted right away, and it was super dope. I was super excited because the first week I got promoted for selling 1,000. Whole store did 3,000, or 3,000. Whole store did 9,000 a day. I was 1/3 of the store operations.
Oh, wow.
And so I put in my 2 weeks at the bar and grill where I had some stability, and then 2 days later, corporate calls, and they're like, "Yeah, you're a convicted felon. You got to kick rocks." So
really,
yeah, dude. So it's just like that. I thought I was putting my past behind me. Thought I was moving forward and climbing the ladder, right? And just like that, everything's gone. I'm back to square one. And instead of just keeping my chin up and searching for other opportunity, I chose to feel like throw a pity party and became an alcoholic for 6 months straight. Got a DWI. Then one night I went out, got obliterated drunk, and woke up in Ferguson jail to learn that I was heading back to prison just 20 days before my twin sons were born. And that was it for me, man. That was it was tough. I felt big enough to sit on a penny and swing my feet from it. Here I am. All I ever wanted was to be the father I never had, and now I'm leaving my girlfriend at the time, now wife, all by herself to bring our children in the world by herself. So as a man, you can only imagine how that feels. You're supposed to be the protector of the family and all that, and now you just threw all that away. So that was it for me. It also was so painful that it got me to shift my whole entire paradigm on things. And when I came home, though, I ended up doing 8 months. And when I came home, I was relentless. It was like, dude, I'm not going back to that old lifestyle. And a lot of people coming out of prison, man, you get like bossed around so much in there, where you get told, like, you're told when you can sit, when you can stand, when you can sleep, when you can take a piss. It doesn't matter. Like you're told how to live. And for so long, you're so dependent on the system, become institutionalized. It's hard to break free from that mindset. And but for me, it was just too painful to live that life anymore. And and I came home. I couldn't find a job anywhere, dude. I was, trying to feed my family. My twin boys are 8 months old at the time. I'm looking for a job left and right.
Yeah, because they're supposed to be pushing towards making it easier to find jobs, right? And you're over here, and you had a really hard time.
Yeah, it's as a convicted felon, dude, it's like it's next to impossible almost I mean, you're going to get lucky if you get a good job. If you fill out anything online, you're instantly getting shot down just for that simple fact if you check the box that you got any type of felony. But it was tough, man. But I didn't give up. I had my, I didn't know how I was going to make it work, but I had my reasons why. And I know that's so cheesy and cliche, man, but it really, a lot of those cliches are real, man. Like when you have, you got to have a strong enough reasons why you're doing it. And that's what was for me. I wanted to be a father. I wanted to be happy and successful and be a responsible father, be in my children's life. And that's what drove me. And then I got introduced to entrepreneurship and kind of took off from there, man.
How'd you get introduced to it?
So this is a funny story. So I did network marketing for the first 2 years. I'm grateful for the industry because I was able to create almost a $2,000 a month income right out the gate. But after so long, man, it just wasn't it wasn't my thing, man. And I started to feel like a parasite, honestly. Like have you ever gotten like one of those guys you friend requests or they friend request you accept it and then 2 seconds later they're in your inbox, yo, I got this $1 million opportunity or whatever.
Hey man, can I tag you in this video?
Right.
Or like
exactly.
I got an awesome video that's gonna change your life.
Yeah, I got this golden opportunity. If I hear the word opportunity, I'm running. But I was that guy, dude, and I
you know what?
was taught that way.
I think that's a lot of people actually went that route at some point in their life, and like power to them. I think it teaches you a lot of things, and I mean, nothing against it, but yeah, it's definitely not something I would ever want to be a part of myself.
Right.
That's for
sure.
sure.
You hit the nail on the head right there. Where I learned a lot of what to do in entrepreneurship and a lot of what not to do in entrepreneurship at the same time.
Yeah, so that's very interesting. Did you, I guess, while you were doing this network marketing and kind of, trying to find a job desperately, did you know what you wanted to do? Did you know you're going to sit over here and start up a podcast one day, start up some, have courses and teach underdogs how to, get from 5 figures to 6 figures to 7 figures? Did you know?
Nah, dude. Like, so I didn't know. I just knew at the time I just wanted to be free, never go back to prison, be in my son's life, be a dad and a husband and be happy and successful. I didn't know what success looked like. I just wanted a decent job. Then when I got into network marketing, I was able to create almost a $2,000 a month income right out the gate. So like, for a while there, I loved network marketing. Like I wanted to be the greatest. Like anything I do, I always want to be the best, no matter what. Like I think I just wanted to be the greatest like network marketer there was, and like be able to change a lot of people's lives through my business or whatnot. And I stayed in for so long because I have a hard time quitting because I was like, man, I can't quit. I'll be a quitter, and that's the reason why I stayed in it for so long. But after so long, I just lost my passion for it, and I started seeing things like where this one company went down, got shut down, and a lot of those people came over to our company, and then I seen them like the get put into certain ranks and positions in the company. Away. I was like, yeah, and that's when I was like, all right, man, I'm done, dude. I just can't do this.
Just curious, off topic for the listeners that might be in network marketing or thinking about it. Do you know what happened? Like the company that lost everything, did those people lose all their monthly incomes?
Yeah, dude. Like the people that were in that company that got shut down, like they were sent packing. And, I mean, that can happen in a whole lot of other instances in life and stuff. But if you're looking at network marketing or if you're in network marketing, my advice, I'm not saying it's a horrible thing. Because there are good companies out there and there are bad companies out there, just like in everything. But make sure your shit's legit. Like make sure they have a proven track record. Make sure it's based off of integrity. And if there's any funny shit or slick snaky, sleazy stuff going on, get the hell away from it ASAP.
Yeah. Test out the product. See if the product is real.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a big key. Make sure the product exists.
Yeah. True pyramid scheme right there. No product.
Right. So let's just say, before you kind of dove into this, what mistakes, what were some key mistakes before Underdog Empowerment really took off? Did you really, obviously, I don't know how much you had set aside. Did you have anything set aside? Did you know, how long could you survive before you actually start making any sort of income from this?
Yeah, dude, those are some really good questions, and I love it.
You don't have to hit it all, but just in general, like, did you know, did you have like a cushion? Did you know you could make some mistakes, or was it like, man, I better make some money right away or I'm done?
Yeah. So there was that sense of urgency that, I got to make things happen. But at the same time, I did have a cushion as far as my wife. We had her income coming in, which isn't much, but it's enough to scrape and get by. So that was there. And that was always, a plus. Because I wouldn't recommend just having absolutely nothing going on out unless it's something you got to do, then you just got to do it, and there's plenty of times where that'll come up. But, I had that going, and I literally just walked away from my network marketing business. I just cut it. Didn't really have a whole lot of money at the time. When I walked away, I was making like $700 a month. My business had crumbled at that point. So it just moved on, but still at $700 was kind of, a little bit of a safety net. That's why also it was kind of hard to walk away. But when I went into coaching, bro, like I didn't just like climb up the ladder, like coaching, like, all right, so network marketing, I came out the gate swinging and was like hitting it right out the gate and was building a business right out the gate. Coaching, oh my God, dude, I felt like I was bashing my head into walls for like over a year trying to figure it out because I knew nothing really about marketing. I knew nothing about like niching down, selecting my ideal audience, how to craft a compelling offer that they actually wanted to pull out their credit cards and buy, how to publish engaging content, and how to structure a customer journey. I was just like, I'm going to do personal development for entrepreneurs. And that shit hit no one. And it was because I was trying to give them so many entrepreneurs make this mistake. They get this genius idea, something that they love and think is such a great idea, and then they hurry up and create it and bring it to the marketplace, and then it falls flat on its face because they didn't take the time to do the marketing homework and see if their audience is that something that they actually wanted, not just because you think it's cool. And that's what I was doing, man. I thought my audience, I could really help in that personal development field from the shit I've been through. But my audience didn't care. The underdog entrepreneur, the audience that I serve, they're there mindset wise. Not saying that they can't continue to grow personal development wise, like that's a lifelong journey, but they want to know how to make some money in their business so they can make their impact. And I missed that for so long, and that's why I wasn't able to serve them.
So is your ideal audience and avatar someone that has a similar background to what you had?
No, and it was at first, and that's a whole long story to unpack in itself. But it was at first, but no, not no more. It's underdog entrepreneur, someone in the 3 to 4 to 5 figure range that's looking to hit 6 or 7 figures.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, because I could easily see where the connection comes in. Like, I mean, even anybody that has experienced anything that you have had, then I could right away see them jumping on board even quicker. And just knowing your story. I mean, seeing that it's possible that, they could make something. They don't have to just go and, work at whatever, McDonald's, or for example. That's I think that's huge. And for all the listeners that want to check out more about Underdog Empowerment and the courses you have to offer, where can they go online? What's the best spot to search for you?
Right on, man. Keep it simple, man. UnderdogEmpowerment.com. Everything's there, man. If you want to check out the podcast, it's there. If you want to check out the YouTube or any other social media, everything's all in one spot on UnderdogEmpowerment.com.
And you have any offerings going on right now? You mentioned some courses. Anything that's like any special promotions going on through the end of the year, or just anything in general that we should be on the lookout for? Any events?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's all also on UnderdogEmpowerment.com. We have our Growth Engine workshop where it's to help you turbocharge your lead generation, customer acquisition. You could check it out there if it's something that interests you. Definitely check that out. That's something I'm really passionate about. But yeah, everything's all under UnderdogEmpowerment.com.
All right, you heard it here, everybody. UnderdogEmpowerment.com. Be sure to check it out and follow Zach's journey. It's an interesting one, and it's only going to get more and more interesting. For the ideal listener, if someone, not to say the ideal, but for someone that was like I was a year and a half ago, sitting there still debating if this is for them, if the entrepreneur life is for them, do I get up? Do I say, F all this, F everything I ever did, I'm going to get out of this cubicle? Obviously, it's not easy. It's not easy. And it's not for everybody. Do you have one bit of advice for that person? That person that was me?
Yeah, dude. Winners pull that trigger, man. I my whole life I've been an extremist, and it's gotten me into a lot of trouble before I knew how to take those calculated risks. But now it's like one of my greatest assets of jumping off the fucking cliff and growing wings on the way down. Not saying not to just throw all caution to the wind, but sometimes you just got to make that jump. You can only do so much planning. You're going to get stuck in that analysis paralysis bullshit. Just if it's something that in your gut feeling, your intuition is not going to fail you. Your gut feeling is always going to be right. If you know it's something you need to be doing, do it if you got a strong enough reason why, and you'll figure it out and learn along the way and get with people like yourself, like Miro, that can help you, someone that has what you want already and that can show you the ropes, because that's the fastest shortcut you could take in any aspect in life.
That's a great way to put it. Take what you have, take that and just kind of rebundle it and put it towards what you actually want to make happen. I guess, for example, not into going out and partying, right? For example, taking that power and everything you have and putting it towards what you actually want to focus on. I think that's so key, and it's something a lot of us could relate to. Myself, in particular, especially, I've had a past as well. We've all gone through things, and it wasn't until I took that energy and power and put it towards something more meaningful and something I truly believed in.
Amen.
And now, on to our listeners' favorite segment of the show.
Welcome to the round with no name, because they're all taken.
You will have exactly 5 seconds to initiate an answer for the next following set of questions. Do you know how many questions there will be? No, you don't. Did I prepare you well for this round? Not really. All I can say is that you have 5 seconds to initiate an answer. We just want you to think off the top of your head. If that doesn't happen, my producer, he's lurking in the background. He comes out. I don't know. He gets pretty mad at me. So let's just let's hope we don't deal with him today.
Right on.
All right. And here we go. Your favorite book?
How to Win Friends and Influence People, Dale Carnegie.
Classic. You're stranded on an island. What is the one item you want with you?
Ooh, a Swiss Army knife.
I think actually someone said that before. That's a good one, though. Who has been or is your greatest mentor?
Russell Brunson and Tony Robbins.
Great selection. Is entrepreneurism a fad?
Right now, I think, a lot of people are thinking it's cool to get in.
We'll have to go more deeper into that one. Is voice, specifically podcasts and audiobooks, the future?
Oh yeah, definitely. Look at the numbers.
That is very true. That's we should actually. I wish we had some numbers to show. That'd be great. That's a good idea. How do you drink your coffee?
Straight
black?
Straight black, no adjectives.
You know what they say, right? If you drink your coffee straight black, which I do too, so I can say this, there's been studies and it's been showed in the Huffington Post that you have some psychotic tendencies, that you might be a psychopath.
Yeah.
So rock on, man. I'm with you on that one. A lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of people in this drink black coffee, I've noticed. So it's must be a correlation there or something. How do you feel about white socks with black shoes?
Oh, I can't do it. I could do black socks with white shoes, but I can't do white socks with black shoes. It's weird.
Oh, man. Why does everybody hate it? If you had an unlimited amount of money right now and you could just start up any business, anything you possibly wanted right now, today, what would it be?
I would dump it all into my current nonprofit organization that I started that empowers, ex-convicts coming out of prison that don't have the resources provided currently.
Okay, we got to talk more about that. Lastly, if there is one item that you can't go a day without, something that you need every day, something you either drink, eat, you wear, something you just need on your person that makes you different, what is it?
My phone.
What kind of phone?
iPhone.
iPhone. All right. We'll make sure to get an iPhone out to you next time we see you. No. All right. I was hoping it was going to be something nice and small. But all right. Well, anyways, you survived the round. I'm here. You're here. We made it. Can you elaborate a little bit? Non-for-profit. We kind of went over that like it was no big deal, but that sounds very interesting, man. I curious to hear more.
Yeah, I'll keep it pretty condensed. So when you asked me about my avatar, is it someone that has a similar background as me? So when I first started coaching, I wanted to help people coming out of prison. But I quickly found out that people coming out of prison, one, they don't have money, and two, they most of them are not ready to receive the help yet. They don't want the help, and you just can't help people that don't want help. And about the money thing, I always like to tease my so like people have this wrong belief about money. Like for me, I have a loving relationship with money. I love money, and there's nothing wrong with that. Now, is money the main thing that drives me in life? Of course not. Creating something that's going to contribute to other human beings' life and improve the quality of their life even after I'm gone. That legacy, that's what drives me the most in life. But money does drive me because I needed to live, I needed to feed my family, and I needed to make that impact. So I found out they didn't have money. I found out that a lot of them didn't want the help. So I went on and got eventually to what I'm doing now. But I recently just started up Conscious Freedom Initiative, which is what I want to create that provides resources for people coming out of prison that aren't currently offered. And I'm not talking about it has nothing to do with assisted living, welfare, food stamps, or none of that bullshit. That's designed to keep you dependent on the system.
Right.
I'm talking about like true resources, like hard life skills that truly empower, like how to find your potential and your purpose and flesh it out to the surface. How to goal achievement skills, communication skills, how to start a business from scratch if that's what the individual wants to do. Even programs that help place them in jobs that fit their strengths. Working with other, corporations, stuff like that, like legit something that will be powerful. And the mission is to, right now, just in Missouri alone, the recidivism rate is 43 point something percent as last calculated in June of 2016. The mission is to get that recidivism rate to 9% or lower nationwide in the U.S. And that's a crazy fucking goal. But they say the ones that are crazy enough to think that they could change the world are the ones who do, by the late, great Steve Jobs. And that's the mission right there.
Hell yeah. Love it, man. That's exciting stuff. That's huge. I'm surprised you didn't bring that up from the very beginning, man. Yeah, it's definitely in the works though. Man, that's actually, wow. So
right on, man.
Yeah, power to you, man. I'm definitely curious to hear how that goes and, the next steps for that. So I definitely want to follow your story. Maybe one day we'll do like a catch up episode and, just, update the listeners, the audience, where you're at with
right on,
Underdog,
man.
And also, with the not-for-profit. That's huge. And
thank you, brother.
Hey, welcome, of course. And you also mentioned entrepreneurism is a fad. You want to elaborate on that one really quick?
Yeah, dude. So, like we were just talking before we got on here, I'm putting the finishing touches on my course, how to build a powerful personal brand online organically without being an internet fuckwad. And that whole entire concept.
Love it.
The whole
yes.
Yes. The whole reason why I made that course is because there's so many people that are lying through their teeth on social media to try and make a quick buck, to try and portray to their audience that there's something that they're not when they're broke as fuck, taking pictures in front of Lamborghinis that are rented when they don't have any money in their bank account. Like, you don't have to do that. Even if you are invisible or unknown, you don't have to do that. Like, I came home from prison and didn't have that stuff going for me, but I was able to build my brand to where it's at today. So I feel like so many people right now think it's cool to be an entrepreneur, which it is fucking cool to be an entrepreneur. I love it. But so many people are doing it for the wrong reasons. Like for me, and just like with you, with your case, like dude, I had no choice but to get into entrepreneurship. And then I'm so grateful that it was that way, because I would have never knew about it any other way. But when I got into it, I was like, oh my God, this is what I was born to do. I love this stuff. But there's nothing wrong with getting in it just because it's cool or whatever. But you got, like I said, man, you got to have those strong enough reasons why. And just don't be a fuckwad, man. You could be yourself. You can, you know, you don't have to act like you're further along than what you truly are.
Be real. Be real. And with that being said, I'm going to go in and cancel my reservations for that Lamborghini I was going to get next weekend.
Whatever.
Oh, man. You got me, man. You got me. Now, officially, I got to unfollow you and unfriend you on Facebook when I post all those pictures.
You're funny, dude. I know you're not faking, man. You're one of the few real ones out here.
Appreciate that. Lastly, for some closing thoughts, the mic is yours. If there's anything else you want to share, before we, I appreciate the time. Everybody, that's underdogempowerment.com. You will find Zachary Babcock there, and, you can follow him on Instagram, Facebook, you name it. Check out his books, his courses. It's all there. His podcast, last but not least, his podcast, which is the foundation of it all, right? You would say probably.
Absolutely. It's what built the whole brand around. But, I can't wait to interview you on the show, actually. That's going to be pretty dope.
Oh, teaser. Uh-oh.
Absolutely. We're going to unpack some pretty cool things there. But yeah, man, last words, this, kind of just like some of the stuff I've been saying throughout this interview, man. Like, you don't have to act further along than what you truly are. If you're stuck on the fence, man, about making the jump into something that truly sets your soul on fire and that that you're called upon to do, make the fucking jump. And trust the process. Get with someone that already has what you want, and pay them if you have to, so they can teach you how to get it. That's the biggest shortcut you could take in life. Period. I have not found a quicker one. If you know of a quicker one, email me at contact@zacharybabcock.com. I would love to know about that. But you could do it as long as you have those strong enough reasons why. Definitely you want to have a game plan, but really the reasons why is what's going to get you through all the bullshit.
And we will end it at that. I don't want to either try to top that. I'm not even going to bother. Zachary Babcock of Underdog Empowerment. It's been a pleasure to have you on, and I look forward to talking again really soon.
Oh, yeah, on the show, brother. Can't wait.
That is all for this episode of Boss to Boss. Your next step is to visit bosstoboss.com, where you will find proven techniques followed by professionals to help you make that next step. Again, that is boss2boss.com. And remember, the time is now.